Today in this class on foreign exchange markets, we will understand a concept known as swap points. Using swap points, how you will calculate the forward rate. Okay, so swap points will be given in the question. Forward swap points will be given in the question. Using this swap points, you should calculate the forward rate using the spot rate. Till now from our discussion it would have become clear that what is a spot rate and what is a forward rate. So spot rate is the rate which is applicable for immediate transaction. That is, you can understand, for today if you will buy foreign exchange, go to the bank to buy foreign exchange, or go to the bank to sell the foreign exchange currency, what rate will be applicable, that is known as a spot rate. And this also you can say it is the actual market rate also you can say. Okay, and forward rate, we have seen that it is a calculated or contracted rate to avoid risk. So forward rate you can calculate using spot rate. Okay, as forward rate you can calculate using mathematically also. That also we will see how to calculate. First we will understand how to calculate using swap points. Okay, so this in question, swap points will be given. Forward swap points will be given. Using this swap points, you have to calculate the forward rate. How we will calculate the forward rate? Using the today's rate, that is a spot rate. It is very simple. See, we will directly solve the practical illustration only. We will understand the rule how to calculate the forward rate using the swap points. See, given the following swap points or swap rates, calculate the relevant forward rate. So two illustration we have kept for our discussion, 1 and 2. First illustration, let us read. Spot rupees per dollar is 70.60 slash 70.70. So two rates are given. Everybody will know till now that this side is known as which rate? This rate is called as which rate? Bid rate, no? A rate at which bank will buy the foreign currency. And this rate is known as ask rate, a rate at which bank will sell the foreign currency. And 3 months swap rate is given C. So we will have to calculate the 3 months forward rate, 0.0 to 0.06. Swap rates is given. Using this data, we can calculate the 3 months forward rate. Second illustration, see, spot rate rupees per dollar 70.60, 70.70. 3 months swap rate is given 0.08, 0.02. Okay, so using both this illustration, we will understand how to calculate the forward rate using the spot rate and the swap points. Okay, so how we will calculate, let us understand. So before that, one point, see here, spot rate you should check after point how many digits are there. 2 digits are there, no, in spot rate. So same, your swap point which is given should also have the same number of digits after the point you check, so that we can easily calculate it. Okay, so here also 2 digits after the point. In spot rate, 2 digits after the point. So swap rate is also given 2 digits after the point. So it is not a very difficult to solve this illustration. So let us understand how to solve this. Before solving this illustration, we will first discuss the rule, then we will go back to the illustration. What is the rule for calculating forward rate using swap points? Forward rate using swap points. If you will remember this rule, you can solve the illustration related to swap points easily. Read this rule. If swap points are increasing, add the swap points. You should see the swap points. If they are increasing, you will add the swap points to the spot rate. Okay, if swap points are increasing, you should add the swap points to the spot rate. If swap points are decreasing, you should subtract the swap points to the spot rate. Again, read the rule. Rule number one, if swap points are increasing, add the swap points to the spot rate. If swap points are decreasing, rule number two, if swap points are decreasing, subtract the swap points from the spot rate. Okay. So if swap points are decreasing, subtract the swap points from the spot rate. Now come back to the illustration. See the first illustration. Here swap points are increasing, no? 0.0 to 0.06. So from 0.0 to swap point 0.06. So it is ascending in nature. It is increasing. So here in this case, we will add the swap points to the spot rate. Bid side you will add to the bid rate. Ask side you will add to the ask rate. If you will see the illustration number 2, here swap points are decreasing. See, from 0.08 it is becoming 0.02. So it is decreasing in nature. It is ascending, you can say, or descending. It is in descending order. So in this case, we will have to subtract it from the spot rate. So this is the rule how you have to apply. Now we will come to the solution. C. Spot rate is given in the question 70.60, 70.00. 3 months of swap points are given 0.0 to 0.06. First illustration. So if you will see, they are in ascending order, increasing in nature. So what you will have to do, just take 70.60 in calculator, add 0.02 to that 70.60. Bid side you will add in the bid side, ask rate you will add in the ask rate. So you will get the forward rate, 3 months of forward rate. Okay, 3 months forward rate means if today bid rate is 70.60, after 3 months it will become 70.62. Similarly, if ask rate is today 70.70, 3 months afterwards forward rate will be 70.76. Actual rate may be different. Okay, this is a contracted rate only. Okay, so simple. Why we have directly added? Because here number of digits after the point is same, so we can easily add in the calculator. Okay, just again listen. Bit side add in the bit side swap point, ask rate add to the ask side. You will get the respective bid rate and ask rate for 3 months forward. Now come to the illustration number 2. Spot rate is given, swap points is also given, but this is a decreasing in nature. What you have to do, you have to subtract this. So 70.60 minus 0.08. So bid side you will subtract from the bid rate, and ask rate what you will do, ask rate you will subtract it from the ask rate, because this is decreasing in nature. So here see, directly you can subtract and you will get the answer. So this is how you can calculate the forward rate using the swap points. See, this illustration reads spot rate is given for January. $1 is equal to 44.40, 44.4200 ask rate. Swap points is given for February 2000, 2100. For March, it is given 3500, 3600. You should calculate the forward rate for February and March. Okay. Spot rate is given for January. Swap points are given. So these both are swap points. Okay. Now you know the rule, if it is increasing just add. So February you see it is increasing, no, 2000, 2100, 3500, 3600. So for both March and February we will add only. How we will add, that we will have to see spot rate is given, how it is given, 44.4000. So after point, how many digits are there? 4 digits are there, no? And if you will see the swap points, it is given 2000, 2100. So see, we can calculate it like this. Swap rates 44.4000 plus for February. So this is the bid site. You can write here ask rate here, 44.4200. Swap points is given for February. So here spot rate you check after point, 4 digits are there. So what you should do, you should do 00.2000. You should make it in same order so that you can add it. Similarly, ask how you will do 00.2100. Only you have adjusted this value will not change because you have put just 00 just to make it easy for calculation purpose. So February, how we can calculate, it will become 44.600, no? And this also you can do 44.6300. So February rate will be, bid rate will be 44.60 and ask rate will become 44.6300. Okay, similarly you can do it for March also. See, spot rate, 3 months forward rate, we have added it. Here you can see more clearly how we have presented the data. Just you should see that after the point, digit should be same in the spot and the forward, or you can make the relevant adjustments properly. Then you can add it, you will get the answer. Similarly, you can do it for March also. Why we have added that also we know, because here swap points are increasing. For March also it is increasing only. So that's why we will do the addition. Two important theories are left for our discussion. One is the purchasing power parity theory and another is the interest rate parity theory. First, we will be discussing the interest rate parity theory. Interest rate parity theory. Using this theory, you can calculate the theoretical forward rate. Okay, how to calculate the forward rate of a currency using the spot rate mathematically, that we will understand by studying the interest rate parity theory. Okay, so what is interest rate parity theory? You can call it as IRPP also, interest rate parity theory, IRPT. IRPT, interest rate parity theory. So how to calculate the forward rate or estimate the forward rate using the spot rate? We will understand that using the theory known as interest rate parity theory. First, we will discuss the interest rate parity. Then we will go for the purchasing power parity. Now, what this theory is about, that this theory says that difference in interest rate between two countries is considered as the most important factor for variation in the exchange rate. Now, this theory says that interest rate will be different in two countries. No? Interest rate means if you make investment in country, you will get interest. Okay, so every country will be having their own interest rates. So the difference in interest rate is the basis for foreign exchange rate variation. So this theory says that if there is a difference in interest rate between the two countries, there will be variation in exchange rate. So this theory is known as interest rate parity theory. And main crux of this theory is that interest rate parity theory focuses on the interest exchange relationship, exchange rate relationship. How change in interest rate will cause a movement in the foreign exchange rate is studied by this theory. Okay. So just for basic understanding, you can understand that in difference in interest rate between the two countries. Suppose in India, interest rate is 10%. So if you will make an investment, you will get 10% interest. Similarly, if interest rate in USA is 5%, so there is a difference in interest rate. So there will be variation in exchange rate also. So this theory says that interest rate causes a change in exchange rate. So this interest exchange rate relationship is focused by this theory, interest rate parity theory. How we will calculate the forward rate of a theory using this forward rate of a currency using this theory? There is a formula for calculating that. See, forward rate we will have to calculate. How we can calculate? You will have to take the spot rate, multiply it by 1 plus interest rate in home currency. Suppose home currency is India. You should take the what is the interest rate at present prevailing in India. Okay, if you will make an investment, how much interest rate you will get in the home country, home currency. Divide by 1 plus interest rate in foreign currency, you will get the forward rate. So if you will multiply spot rate by this factor, 1 plus interest rate in home currency divided by 1 plus interest rate in foreign currency, you will get the forward rate for that currency. Okay, so spot rate will be given to you. This is the actual rate which you can get it from the market. Take the interest rate which is in India divided by the interest rate in USA, you will get the forward rate. Okay, how many months forward rate you want to make? Accordingly, you will have to make change in the number of months here. That we will see how to calculate. Then you will get the estimated forward rate for that number of months. Suppose if you are interested in finding out what will be the forward rate, estimated rate of dollar after 3 months, you can apply this formula. You can find out the forward rate for the dollar after 3 months. Okay, so this is we have understood. Practical illustration also we will discuss about this. All that we will be doing in the next class. So for today we will be stopping our discussion here only. Practical illustration and some more details of this theory we will be discussing in the next class. So thank you.